Hi Tom, great to see you again on Tuesday and do a little bit more work on your game. Things are progressing nicely, making a super backswing now. You can see there on the top left, really centred, much improved on what it was a few months ago, so great work on that one. What we looked at on Tuesday was why we're still getting this sort of element of early extension. You can see as you start down, your backside moving in away from that yellow line, back straightening, and as a result rate of closure a little bit too much. Again, if we look at it from face on, always look a little bit stuck at this point, and still that left leg looking like it wants to jump out the way, usually a sign that you're trying to prevent the club digging into the ground. So if we look at why that happens, if we watch Grant Waite from the top, the first move he's going to make is very much getting on top of the golf ball with his chest. So as he starts down, he's going to return to forward flexion, and you can see there at that point there's no attempt to get rid of the levers that he's created. It's only from here now that the left arm starts to work away from the right shoulder, the right arm starts to expand, the wrists start to unhinge, and then at the end the forearms rotate. And as he does that, you can see that his ability, as he returns into forward flexion and maintains his lever mechanism, his ability to get out in the front of the golf ball has improved. You can see there the left knee moving out in front of the ball. What we see with yourself from face on is very much a quick release of the levers. From here now, you release the lever mechanism from the top, throwing that left arm away from the right shoulder, right arm expanding, wrists unhinging, and you can see as you're approaching impact, the levers are starting to diminish, and then the club closes down very quickly. So an increased rate of closure as you're coming through the hitting area, right arm wraps over the left, club works to the left. What we see with Grant Waite is a better regulation of that. Right arm doesn't wrap over as much, club doesn't work as much to the left as he comes through. So the feeling that we want you to have is that you're going to return into forward flexion as you're coming into impact, and the image we used for that was Charlie Wee down the line with an iron, as it's very, very sort of pronounced in his move. I'm just going to bring that up for you now a sec. So we're trying to develop this move from the top. Return to your forward flexion. Return to that flexion that you had at address. So from the top, the first move he's going to make, or the feeling that we gave you, was to get the chest back on top of the golf ball. Forget about the arms, get the chest back onto the ball. You can see there the relationship between his arms and his upper body is the same here as it is here. Body turns back onto the ball. Now the left arm starts to move away, right arm starts to expand, etc, etc. So here on the bottom left we have you rehearsing that move, and I'm just going to take your original swing up to or down to that position there where the shaft's parallel to the ground, and compare the two. So here's your rehearsal. You're going to get back on top of it with your chest. Straight away you see that you've moved out in front of it much better with your hips and your lower body. You've maintained the angle in the wrists much, much better, and from there you can release the club through. So the feeling is to get back into forward flexion, then you can fire your levers from there on in. So some great results towards the end. Good luck with it. Speak again soon, and feel free to contact me at any time. Well done.